Hello, y'all. My name is Abe Sampson. I am traveling from Lancaster to Detroit to find who has killed my mother and burnt down my family's farm. I will do whatever is necessary to achieve that goal.
The name's Antonio Francello, but you may know me as one of the Gambino family's most respected caporogimes, or ex-caporogimes, since after the new Don Leo caught wind that I swing both ways, he decided to give me the boot and exile me from the family. But luckily, I happened to find a ragtag group of kids who wanted to stick it to the man, so naturally, I took them under my wing. They helped me get enough power as their Don to overthrow that backstabbing son of a bitch Leo, and in exchange, I guide and help them uproot those big wig corporations that fired the poor bastards.
How's it going? My name is Darius Valentin. I already know what they're thinking. The hell is our man doing in the middle of Detroit? Well, I was work out for you. Job opportunities were low, and I might have had a few loose ends. Let's end with that. How did I actually get here? If I were to tell you, I'll have to kill you.
The name's Trent Hughes. I was a security guard by trade until the megacorps had some mass layoffs to save money. I was out of a job, so I decided to get a new one.
And me, I'm the Valley Rat. I run the show around these parts. Whether it's building dynasties that rule long into the Roman Empire, or playing the street riffraff that goes by day to day, I'm your guy. So sit, take a load off, and do me the honor of weaving a tale involving mob bosses, tributes gone wrong, and all the business involved with the rising crime family. This is Treading Among Snakes. So what we'll do now is kind of talk about, and this is a little bit more abstract than when we actually get into the game, how you guys actually know each other. Do you guys want to, and we can just talk about this any way that you guys feel comfortable with. We could just simply say, hey, you guys are meeting just now, or we could say that really any way that you guys want to meet, we can make work right now. Does anybody have any suggestions?
I know I'd probably just be meeting you guys. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I'd just be meeting you.
I believe that Trent would very reasonably be I think that Abe Sampson and Trent Hughes would be acquaintances on account of Abe Sampson. Like, I'm going to assume you were saying you were living around in the slums, just barely getting by. You probably lived close enough to the location that I worked security and probably bought you, like, maybe a beer just out of pity or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We're vague acquaintances. That's about it.
Okay. So let's do this. I like the idea of you two kind of like meeting each other and then kind of building up that. So let's actually play out how that works. So it's about it's the middle of the night in downtown Detroit. You guys are like kind of in like a slummy area where you see that there are plenty of like car alarms going off. There's plenty of people that are just walking hurriedly, going wherever it is that they're trying to get to, and keeping their heads down because they know that if they stay out too late, then the Ford General police will come and take them away to interrogation. So the two of you are walking home right now, probably pretty close to each other, I imagine, right? Like you live in the same area of town. You probably were in the same bar and you're walking home. Is there anything you'd like to say to each other as you're walking?
So what's bringing you around these parts nowadays?
Someone in this area has killed my mother. I need to find them. How about you?
Laid off. Looking for work.
Armor you up.
Pretty simple. I don't have anything as grandiose as you do, it seems.
So you see again as you're kind of like having a conversation, you look over to your right, and there's like a person that's like walking, and you hear somebody in like a deep voice say, "Hey, you get over here!" And then he goes over to like a couple people that are walking on the other side of the street and says, "Show me your identification papers." Do you guys keep walking?
Could I step in here?
Yeah, you can totally be in this area if you'd like.
I'm just kind of like, hey, he's with me, alright? Don't worry about him.
Okay, so just so that you are aware, these are just random people that the security guards are talking to.
He's not
Well,
talking to
yeah,
us. He's
but
talking
I'm
to a
with,
couple other drones.
as far as they know, I'm still with the Gambino family.
Oh, sure. So what I need you to do is I need you to roll a 2 difficulty diplomacy check. So what you would do is you would go look into your maybe it's persuasion. I think that's what the skill's called.
I think
And then what
that's
you do
it
is
in
you
this.
add 2 purple.
3 advantages, 1 failure.
Okay, so what that means is that you don't succeed in your task, but you get to spend these 3 points on something else awesome that happens. So, for example, we could say that you don't succeed, but like he won't bother you; he'll let you walk away.
You don't really
All right,
convince
yeah.
him, but he decides it's not worth dealing with.
Yeah, exactly. So the guard will look and just say something along the lines of, "This isn't any of your business, man. You just need to keep walking."
Now, as I hear this is happening, is there any alleyways around us, or what's the street looking like?
Yeah, absolutely. So you see that there are a couple cars parked along the side of the street, mostly like old beat up, like probably early 2020, maybe 2030 cars.
Okay.
Those are the years of the cars. I think it's in 2053. So that's actually they're pretty old. You see a couple alleyways each way that you'd like to go, and you see that there are a couple fire hydrants along the way, and maybe like 10 people on this block that are just walking to and fro, trying to get to their place of trying to get home.
Okay. I'm gonna stay walking, but I'm going to be weary of where he goes.
Okay. So you see that Antonio, you kind of like begin walking away, right? You're walking away from the situation.
Yeah.
I kind of keep my is what I'm saying.
Okay. Trent and Abe, you see that as you guys are kind of like walking down the road on the other side of the street as Antonio, that there are more guards that are coming out with like appear to be wearing like more riot gear type stuff. It's like they're ready to fight, and they kind of are beginning to push off the road and onto the sidewalk, and then into like street corners and alleyways to get them off the road, off the street tonight. And they're making their way towards you guys. It's like a shield wall of police officers.
Do I have my weapon on me?
You can if you want, but what I would say is it might be best if you had it probably at home.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I mean, you can definitely have it if you want, but that just means that things could
Trent
go bad
doesn't
very
give a
quickly.
shit. He's gonna have his pistol on his hip. He
Sure,
carries.
that probably would be normal.
My shotgun's my baby. I'm not letting go of that thing for no man.
Okay. And Marius, do you have your Uzi?
Probably.
Probably awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking of probably having my gun on me though, like folding it down in my backpack.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So we'll just say that everybody has their weapon on them at the moment. So Marius, we haven't really gotten to you yet. So
Yep.
let's do this. Your character is probably like in this area right now, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing in the middle of the night walking around downtown Detroit with all these police officers like pushing people, trying to get them out of the way?
Probably was trying to get some deals going,
Okay.
but
So
maybe it
you're
was a
trying to
bust.
work You're trying to work the back alleys. You're trying to make a deal of like maybe selling some arms or something like that.
Yep.
Cool. So you're in like an alleyway, and you see these cops are like just kind of pushing people past you, or not, well, outside the alleyway past you, and you guys are kind of like getting herded together, like all together, except for Marius, who's in the alleyway. So the three of you, Trisky and Antonio and Abe, they're all kind of like in the same area as you're getting like pushed together with like 10 other people, and they're like trying to get you out of here.
What's all the commotion for, officers?
So one of them says to you, Trent, he's like, listen, I know that you were part of the force not long ago. Even one of us, right? And I imagine you probably like walked a beat with these guys at one point.
Yeah, I probably know at least a couple of them.
Yeah. So one of them that recognizes you says, Trent, I know you used to be one of us, but it's time for you to get moving along. You need to get home.
Can't just spare a little bit of information for an old friend?
Roll a negotiation 3 difficulty.
Alright, I don't have any, like, fancy skill in this, so I'm not necessarily expecting to get through with this.
That's fine. Yep.
1 failure, 3 threats. Oh, boy.
Ooh. Okay, so the failure is he doesn't give you the information. The threats are that he takes his baton out and hits you with it. So let me roll for that.
Are we already getting into combat?
No, it's not combat. It's more of just like a, hey, listen to me, you citizen. And actually, Trisky, let's have you roll like a dodge of some sort rather than me roll.
Alright.
So like an agility check of some kind?
Athletics.
Yeah, roll athletics for me.
Alright. What difficulty?
We're gonna say because you don't expect it, I'm gonna give you 2 difficulty with one black die because you weren't expecting this.
2 successes, 3 advantage. 2 successes, 1 advantage end result.
Nice. So he just misses you. He whiffs. And what did you want to spend the advantage on?
Just sort of like make him feel dumb. Just sort of like chuckle at his ill attempt. You never were good at this, were you?
Okay. So yeah, he stumbles a little bit as he's going after you. And, he decides, you know what? Not worth it. And he just continues, he gets his shield up and begins, like, pushing people through the streets again. At this point, Marius, what are you doing? You see all these people. There's like 15 of them now that are kind of being herded into an alleyway right next to where you were.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
I probably see what's happening.
Okay. You peek around the corner and you see probably about like 15 cops and up against 15 citizens. If you'd like to get any other information, I need a perception check.
The end result for advantages.
Are all advantages?
4.
4 advantages and no success or failure?
I got 6 dice roll, 2 advantages and 2 threats. I got 4 advantages and result.
Ah, cool. So what do you want to spend your advantages on? Like, you can't quite see what's going on, like, super well, but maybe you see something else going on.
I look in the other alleyways on what could be happening.
Yeah. So you look into the other alleyways. You see a couple of, like, just, like, street rats. They're just, like, looking out. And one of them kind of, like, looks over at you, and he gives, like, a psst, psst. And he's kind of, like, whispering for you to come over to where he's at.
I will probably go and check out what he wants, but with caution.
Okay. So you kind of like lay low and you run across the street real quick. The cops are so preoccupied with these 3 and the other folks that they don't even realize that you're running across the street. Back to the other 3. So you're getting put in the alleyway and the cops are beginning to like get a little bit more hostile. Is there anything that you guys would like to do?
I just say to the other 2, alright, listen. I know you probably got some beef or something, but trust me, it ain't worth it. We gotta get out of here.
So Trent Hughes is just going to look at them, notice that they're getting a little bit more hostile, being like, "This isn't fucking worth my time." But he is going to the guy who whiffed him earlier. He's just going to try and catch his eye,
Mm-hmm.
and if he manages to catch his eye, he's just gonna and wander off, just flip him off.
Yeah, so there is a point where he probably looks back over at you because you guys had the altercation. You flip him off, and you begin walking away, and you see that this guy starts getting really angry. He's to the point where he's he kind of pulls the sidearm for a second, but he puts it back in.
Don't even try it, pal. Don't even try it, pal. I was always a better shot than you at the range.
What about Abe? What are you doing?
I'm gonna start unbuckling my backpack
Okay.
and just rest my hand in there on top of my rifle.
Cool. What about you, Antonio?
I'm trying to get these guys out of here. I know these streets, and I know that these folks don't mess around.
No. So one thing, a little bit of background for you guys about this setting is that public executions aren't exactly out of the question, but it's not something that happens a lot. But you're getting to the point where maybe that might be happening as a point of to make a point,
Trent
likely,
go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that most likely what they would do is they would just whisk you away and then you'd never be seen again, sort of thing, like Soviet tactics.
Yeah, lovely. We all know who's going to know the most about those kind of
to me
tactics.
as I'm trying to get everybody away.
Yeah, so go ahead and
Yeah, now that I know that info, yes.
yeah, and shooting at you guys because that'd be unfair. So
Yeah, it would.
You guys are just kind of going down the alleyway now, trying to get away from them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine the same alley that our other friend is in.
Marius is on the other side of the street, actually.
Ah, gotcha. All right.
Yep. So Marius, you get to this dude that is.
Stop holding your mic button.
Yep.
My bad.
You get to this dude that's just sitting on the other side of the street, just watching what's going on, and this guy says, "Get over here. Come on.
Yeah.
Guy, going."
I still approach him with caution. Also,
Okay.
I don't know what's happening to my goddamn camera.
Yep. That's
You
fine.
are frozen
So
in a placid state of uninterest.
This guy is much older. He's probably in his 60s, and it's obvious that he's lived on the streets for a long time. He's got coal dust or something all over him, something really dark, and dirty that's covering his entire body. And he kind of says to you as you come in, he's like, "Listen, these cops, they're making a point tonight. We gotta get going. This is gonna be bad."
Basically, at what you three would be doing right now.
Yeah, so back to the other three, Abe, Antonio, and Trent. They appear to be going down the other the alleyway, and they're the ones that look the most it's the same way that you'd describe adventurers in D&D. That they're the ones that look the most capable, and they kind of stand out a little bit more beyond what these other civilians look like.
Yep.
I'd say especially Trent, because Trent is huge.
Yeah, I'm tall and muscular and have a big ass skull-covered tattoo sleeve, so.
Yep.
And then I've got a full 3-piece suit on instead of coal dust.
Yeah.
And a freaking shotgun in a a little sling behind my back.
Damn it, I should have had my character have pink hair.
Hey, you're a ginger. That's good enough.
Another thing that would be interesting to describe to everybody is that in this setting, the whole 3-piece suit and fedora has kind of made a comeback, along with punk rock and metal. So you've got people that have they have the spiked up hair, mohawks and whatnot, and that's just common trend amongst people here.
So you
a
aren't
couple of these
original
civilians
anymore,
you guys see.
Mr. Three-Piece Suit.
And it's probably really nice. It's probably a lot nicer than these other people, is what I'm trying to say. So you three are beginning to make your way down the cops behind you. Say something in like Trent, you know what they're saying because there's kind of like it's not thieves can't, but it's more of like cops can't, if you will.
Like police jargon.
Yeah.
Yeah, police jargon, exactly. So they begin speaking in numbers and alphabetical letters, stuff like that. And you see that they begin like pulling out their sidearms, and those of them that do have shotguns, stuff like that, like riot gear, begin pulling those out and getting ready to you don't know what.
What do I gather anything
Do I
from
kind
the
of know
jargon?
since I kind of like am part of the crime organization in the city?
Yep. So let's Antonio. Antonio, you probably are aware that they are ready to. They're basically ready to push you guys into this alleyway, get to the very end, and then either execute some people if they like are threatening them in any way, basically as like, hey, you guys are out past curfew, or they're looking to basically arrest people, one of the two. But they're looking for people to fuck up essentially, so that they can have excuses.
I just kind of take them both by the shoulders and I just say, "Fucking run."
Okay. And Trent, what were you saying before?
I was wondering, like, you were saying they're using some jargon. Do I manage to pick up anything that, like, confirms this to me as somebody who used to work security?
Absolutely. So what you hear is basically them speaking in this jargon, saying, "All right, weapons locked and loaded, march forward 30 feet, then halt." And that's what they begin doing.
Alright, so looking... I've worked in this area before. Do I know these streets? Yep. Alright.
I'd say you definitely do, but I need a 1 difficulty knowledge check.
Alright, so just
or actually
knowledge.
not even that, because we just need a knowledge check, no difficulty.
Alright, so raw knowledge check. 1 success, 1 advantage.
Awesome. So you do know these streets pretty well, and with the advantage, what I'll say is that if you want there to be a certain thing in the area,
I'm looking for an offshoot alleyway that exists nearby.
Yep. So you know that there is kind of like an abandoned Ford factory down this alleyway that you could probably make a run through. It's not super large. It was more of like a, honestly, when I say factory, that's not quite true. It's more of like a
small workshop.
Small workshop, yeah, repairs and stuff like that.
So Trent is just going to turn to the other two and say, "I know a place. Follow me."
Okay. Marius.
Whatever you say, Kappa.
X. Kappa.
I'll probably try to follow them through the alleyways, but I wouldn't go inside the actual alleyways. I would just look into them and follow them through the streets.
Yeah, so you're kind of interested in these three because they're more of like they're different. They look like they have some money compared to the average citizen. And maybe, you could make a quick buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll me a stealth check. That'll be 2 difficulty.
The end result, 1 success.
Awesome. So you kind of go back down. Yeah, you go down the original alleyway that you had just come from. And this guy is like, "Hey, where are you going?" The 60-year-old man is like, "Where are you going?"
Don't you see those guys?
Yeah,
They're about to do something.
Just save yourself, man. I mean, just get going. They're about to. They're dead.
You can't win at life if you don't take a risk.
Okay, and I imagine at this point you see this over your shoulder and you run. So you run down the alleyway and you kind of take a corner and you bump into these three as they're like about to run into the into this old Ford repair shop.
I just kind of say, "If you're coming with us, keep up."
I can.
So the 4 of you run into this repair shop. You have a couple of civilians that are behind you that are like following you because they have nowhere else to go. But the rest of them just keep running down the alleyway. So you've got 2 or 3. We'll call it 3 of them that have followed you, and we got another 12 that are out. Just kind of at the end of the alleyway, kind of like looking around, like, okay, where do we go now?
Hey, Kappa, you said you knew this place like the back of your hand. I hope you have an escape for us.
I sort of just give him a bit of a dirty, don't question me kind of glare. And, so I know this alleyway. I know that there's probably some sort of, like, way to get into this workshop that isn't known to the average person since it's abandoned, I would assume.
Yeah, so I imagine you probably like scared people off from this area before. Like you've probably beat up a couple people back here.
A
So
couple.
yeah, a couple. There's probably some like drifters that are like staying in this area too, like that homeless guy in the other alleyway. So yeah, there is definitely like a broken window that like it like slides open. You can kind of make your way through that if you'd like.
Yeah, I just
So,
after I give Antonio that little "don't question me" glare, I just reach in and open up the window.
Okay. The window just slides open, and I need. Let me roll something real quick to see if something bad happens.
The window shatters.
I have the actual dice for this, so I can roll those.
Oh yeah, I do too. I forgot.
Nope, nothing. You guys, you open it up, and there's no crazy noises or anything like that. You open it up; it's very quiet, and you go through the window.
I kind of like hold it open, try to get everybody inside, and then immediately shut the window and try to make it look like no one was there.
Okay. Since you guys were taking a little bit of time, these three guys that were following you, kind of like, okay, this isn't good. They start running the other direction.
Trent is just like, before they. Can I say something before they start running?
Yeah.
All right. So before they manage to really start running, we just say, none of the other beat cops knew this location. Follow me if you don't want to get arrested tonight.
Roll for that. They're stupid, so they just run. Yeah, they're like scared out of their mind right now.
Trent just sort of
Like-
shakes his head.
Yeah, so these three civilians are obviously like they're probably like goody two shoes that have never had a run-in with the law, don't know what's gonna happen. They just want to get the hell out of there. They run. They get down to the end of the alleyway with the other 12 of them. So there's 15 of them stuck in this end of the alleyway, and these cops, the 15 of them, kind of like make their way towards them and begin hitting them with batons and the ends of their weapons as well.
Right.
Get your head down and close the window.
Trent is just sort of shaking his head as he reseals the window quietly and just sort of shrugs. Dipshits.
While I'm ducking down, can I search around for an item?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
A fuel filter.
Fuel filter.
This is supposed to be like a Ford workshop, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why it's
What are you gonna use it for? I mean,
a silencer.
Okay. Yeah.
Great plan.
Roll a 1 difficulty, because again, this is a workshop. So
One success, one advantage.
awesome. So you find one, and the advantage is that you're able to cover just enough of it. Like it works just so that you'll get it'll upgrade a die for any bad guys to hear your gunshot.
okay.
All right.
So essentially, it's really good.
It's actually a functional silencer, basically.
Yeah, exactly. It's a functional silencer. It's probably good for like one shot, but that's still one shot.
I just kind of go over to them. How the fuck did you learn to make that?
I lived on a farm.
How the fuck does a farm and a silencer correlate? You piece of
Keep your voices down, you dipshits.
I am keeping my voice down.
Yeah, right.
As they're arguing,
Let's keep on moving.
In this workshop, you hear like a gunshot in the back, or not in the back, in the alleyway. And then you hear boom, and then a couple seconds, boom, boom, and you hear screams.
Dipshits.
Be at least try to be respectful for 5 minutes, jackass. Come on, let's get out of here.
You guys run through the back of this workshop. You get to the back area where there appears to be like another door. It goes to the other side of the block, and you have like a large storefront in this area where you kind of have like an area out of like there's like a full large like 2030 style car in there, and it's like a, what do you call, like a showroom model.
Well, looks like we've got a ride.
Can I try to fix the car unless anyone else has a better mechanic skill?
Yeah, does anybody else want to do that, or does Marius want to do it?
I'm not a mechanic.
I can't do
I don't know nothing about this.
Okay, Marius, go ahead and roll. Roll me a mechanics roll with 3 difficulty.
5 successes, 3 tries.
Ooh. So yeah, you go and look at this vehicle. You're looking over it. You're making sure that it'll work. It'll run. You're able to determine that like something in the engine had been removed, like the spark plugs or something like that. You go back into the warehouse. You come back. You put them in, and your 3 threat is that you realize that there's no gas in this vehicle.
Oh.
Does he make that obvious to us?
I'm still keeping my voice down. Hey, farmhand, you got any gas anywhere?
Just gonna look at him, and then I'm gonna search around the place for some gas.
Okay. As you guys are kind of like walking around, are you doing this like stealthily, or are you kind of just like, okay, we're safe now, we're able to?
I'm gonna still be stealth.
Okay. What about you?
Not trying to make any noise.
I'm not. There's gunshots going on over there. I know what happens if they find us.
I probably try to be careful, but I don't slow down myself too much.
Okay. So I won't make you roll for that. You guys are just stealthily looking around. You look, and after a while, like it's probably like, here's what we'll do. If you guys want to find gas, you can. It'll take more time. But if you want to find gas quickly, you have to make a roll for it.
I'll make a roll for
Stealth roll for it.
Yeah, make a stealth roll.
Stealth? Okay.
What difficulty?
Stealth roll. Let's do 2 difficulty, but I will use a point, and we'll make it a 1 purple and 1 red.
Oh boy. Alrighty.
2 successes.
2 successes, 1 advantage.
Okay, so you guys, with your combined efforts, find some gasoline somewhere in this area. Like there's probably like a large tank of it, and you get like a rope, you get like a line all the way to the vehicle. You start pumping it in, and your advantage is that you hear the sirens going off in the, like on the other side of the building where those people were just at, and you see like a large like transport bringing the ore cops to and from, and they're bringing like citizens that were over there away. And that's what your advantage is that you don't miss that. And with that, you guys fill up the gas tank, and you are ready to head out. But what we're going to do now is we're going to take a 5-minute break, and we'll come back after that.
Alrighty.
All right.
Right.
There's already internal conflict.
Fuck all you guys.
I just want to let you know that I'm Trent. Trisky. Antonio right now does not respect Trent in the least.
All right, so you guys have just gotten this, I don't know what it is, Tesla machine. I know it's not Tesla, but it's Ford. But still, it's the future. So you guys have
Go Ford Focus.
Yeah, Ford Focus, exactly.
Ford
you guys
Ultra
have this
Focus.
Ford vehicle. Who wants to describe the vehicle to everybody? Because I think it would be kind of cool if we had a little bit of player input for that.
Who actually gives any remote shit about cars in real life and would actually be able to?
I don't.
I don't know cars.
Let me call someone.
Alright.
So this car is just a gigantic fucking brick. Holy shit! They decided to say fuck aerodynamics and made it a brick. Its gas mileage is fucking awful. It's worse than a Hummer, but it'll get us somewhere.
What? It's got Bluetooth.
Yeah, it has like multiple different Bluetooths.
Cybertruck. It's a Cybertruck.
It's a Cybertruck. Yeah, it's a Ford. It's a Ford Ultra truck. It's a Ford Ultra truck.
Yep.
It's just a Cybertruck.
It's one of those trucks. It's one of those trucks where like it basically is able to haul a fucking like a gigantic RV boat on the back of it, that kind of thing.
It has the horsepower of the gods, but the gas mileage of I don't know shit all.
Yeah. So who's driving and who's in the back?
I was not the driver in my escapades running security.
Drive.
Okay. And the three of you guys will, who wants to ride shotgun? Who wants to ride in the,
I'm riding shotgun.
Okay.
The shotgun. And if you want to oppose me, you can meet my shotgun.
Well, if you want to oppose me, I have my fist right next to you, because Trent wants to be shotgun too, as coffee drips off of my fucking mustache.
But can I pet the shotgun?
Wow.
So,
all right.
All three of them are just sitting in the passenger seat on each other's laps.
Trent, to be quite honest with you, I'm just trying to cause conflict, but Trent in character actually wouldn't give a shit. He'd just get in the back. And by that I mean literally into like pickup bed.
Yeah, you guys in the pickup bed because there's no room otherwise. So you guys get in the pickup bed, and you do you just smash through the doors, or does somebody open them up?
Oh, I'm just gonna shove them open. Fuck it.
Okay, shove them open, and you get going. So you guys are driving down the road now in downtown Detroit, or I should say Fort General. I guess the city would still be called Detroit.
We're just gonna call it Detroit for the sake of brevity.
Yeah, where are you going?
I'm just kind of giving the farmhand here directions. All right, I know a place we can stay safe for the night. My place is just over this way. Fairly nice, semi-mansion, more like a condo, but I think you guys can rest safe for the night. You owe me one though.
Okay. So you guys begin driving down the road. It takes you probably about 10-15 minutes to get there. Simply because you have to kind of dodge the police when they're driving their vehicles down the air. Like they have their sirens going off the entire time, so it's not hard for you to be like, oh, okay, go down the other and not be seen by them. Their sirens are mostly more of an intimidation factor than anything else. Yeah. So you guys eventually get to this condo. When you get there, you're going to get to Antonio's place. You're like, yeah, this place isn't bad, but it's not a mansion like you described.
Yeah, he said it was more like a condo.
It's a condo. So you have like an underground parking area that you can go into, and you drive the vehicle down in there. It requires Antonio's like retinal scan in order to get through.
So we got that kind of tech going on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so you do that, then you get down underneath into the parking garage and you stop. And you guys, for the first time in about 3 or 4 hours, feel safe.
All right. So, why the fuck are you guys out on the street at night? I have my reasons, but why the fuck are you guys out here?
I was going home.
I just got laid off.
Let's just say that you guys were interesting.
Don't be playing anything sleazy on me, Uzi over there, alright?
Sure thing, boss.
Alright.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
So, Kappa got laid off. Uzi over here was originally trying to swipe something from us, and Farmhand, you're coming back from work in Detroit when you're a farmhand.
Coming from the bar.
Coming from the bar.
What'd he say?
From the bar.
From the bar. Alright, that makes a little bit more sense. Oh, Lord, this is a fucking mess. Just after I technically got laid off, too.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are kind of chatting with each other, kind of getting to know one another a little bit better as you're going up the elevator. You go a couple flights up, and the door opens up immediately to Antonio's condo house, and you see that inside. Antonio, go ahead and describe it. Don't make it too luxurious, but make it nice.
You know, I've got a pretty big TV. I've got like a decent couch. I got a couple of bedrooms just in case somebody heads over because, you know, I used to have a lot of people over. Wink wink. Alright, I'm a mobster. I like to indulge in stuff. And I got a decent kitchen and all that. It's all pretty standard. The only thing is that it's just a little bit above standard as everything. Not luxurious, but a little bit above standard.
Okay.
Since I pour most of my money into into taking care of my shotgun.
Okay. So you guys get in, you walk in, you kind of look around, you're like, oh, this is a really nice place. And then you immediately get hit with that whole, wow, I am tired. And it's probably time for you guys to sleep if you are all comfortable with just taking the night off now.
Trent hops
You
on the
guys
couch.
are more than welcome to stay the night, but we gotta discuss what's going on after tonight.
Trent just sort of grunts and lies down on the couch and falls asleep.
Okay.
You said there were other bedrooms?
Yeah, I got a couple guest bedrooms. Nothing fancy, but you know.
I'm gonna go in one. I'm gonna set up, tie my backpack around the door, so it's locked up tight. Set up my rifle and go to bed.
Okay. Marius?
Another bedroom.
Yeah, I got one more.
Alright, I go and rest my head there.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to my bedroom and I'm sleeping on my king size bed. Fuck
Fucking
you guys.
cocky ass bitch.
All
Fuck
right.
you guys.
So you guys sleep, and
Fuck you guys.
if any of you got hit during that altercation, I can't remember if you did. I don't think so.
No.
But
Well,
after
he tried to
that
hit me.
Yeah, he tried. After all of that, you guys finally get some sleep, and you wake up feeling refreshed. Probably a little bit later in the morning than you would have liked. Like 10,
what
11.
time did we get into his place?
Probably closer to 1.
Oh, in the morning?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wake up at 4.
Okay.
Fucking farmer hour, bitch.
What are you trying to pull, farmhand?
I'm gonna wake up at 4. I'm going to work out and clean up my gun.
There's always that one guy that wakes up at 4 in every RPG.
Trent
But
snores
I'm
as
waking up at
loudly as
7.
possible.
I'm waking up at 7 and I'm setting up the table for a little meeting, a little powwow that we're gonna have, and we're all gonna talk afterwards.
Trent sleeps until someone kicks him awake.
Okay. Marius, what about you?
I'll sleep until I just get disturbed.
Okay. So I imagine that we have a little bit of time here for Antonio and Abe to talk a little bit before everybody else is awake. So, Abe,
Yeah, so we'll kind of knock on his door to wake him up first. Wake him up.
Yeah, Abe, you hear a knock at the door.
Sling my rifle back behind my back. Undo my backpack from the door. Open it up.
Hey, farmhand. Oh, you're already. What you been doing?
My routine.
Alright, fair enough. Yeah, why? What brings you to Detroit, anyways? You don't seem like the type that would be around here.
Trying to find who killed my mother. Burned down my family's farm. I'm gonna set it straight.
Oh, some chump fucked you over? Who is he?
At the moment, I don't know. All I know is they're in Detroit.
Well, I think I can help you out with that, but we'll discuss that when everybody's at the table.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna go wake up our other friend. I just kind of go over to the couch and just shake it. Hey, fucker, get up. You're snoring like an asshole.
Trent will get up and stand up and sort of just like brush off his legs after like crawling through shit yesterday. Just be like, sup?
Listen, why the fuck did you get laid off? And what the you obviously were a cop before now, but why the fuck did you get laid off?
I worked private security for a megacorp. And the megacorps
Same difference to me,
like
alright?
to pretend that they're always making money. We all know this. Every now and then, they just lay off and chop a bunch of heads. And I got on the receiving end this time. I used to work just down the street from where we met. Now I'm got no job. But you know what? I made peanuts there anyway.
Well, lucky for you, I think I can help you out with that. Maybe get you something to pay the bills. But we'll talk about that at the table. I'm gonna get the last guy and we'll all talk. I kind of go over to I'm just gonna start calling him Uzi now, and I kind of knock on his door.
Huh?
Okay. You do that.
Oh yeah. Give me 1 second.
So Trent, in the meanwhile, while he's gonna be going over and waking up, quote unquote, Uzi, is going to find Antonio's fridge and see if he has any beer. And help himself if there is any.
At 7 in the morning.
Yeah, fuck it.
Can't drink all day if you didn't start in the morning.
Hey, it's evening somewhere in the world. And he did just get fucking laid off.
I'll probably join him.
You're getting woken up right now, my bitch friend. I don't know why I said bitch. Like, I
Hey
honestly
Uzi, you up?
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
So what's Uzi
Go
doing?
and open the door, basically. Yeah.
Alright, listen. Why the fuck are you out here? For real.
Money.
Well, ain't that a fucking surprise. Either way, I think I can help you out. Come over down at the dining room table. I got something I want to discuss.
Alright. But do we have any beer around this place?
Got some out here.
Thanks.
By the time you come back out,
You better not have touched my Dom Perignon. However the fuck you say it.
I will pay you later.
he probably just grabbed the cheap shit, to be honest with you. He grabbed that out and just set it on the table. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yep.
Let's go take the
So
edge
you guys
off.
are all gathered around the table right now. You see that there are like there's like a candlestick that's in the center of the table. You've got like plates set out right now, really fancily laid out, like fork on the left, knife and spoon on the right, and like proper table setting.
Third knife, fourth knife, the tablespoon, the teaspoon,
Exactly,
the second
because
teaspoon.
Antonio is the classy guy, right?
I am.
Yeah, so Antonio's got this set out properly.
Meanwhile,
again, that there are some drapes that are like kind of closed over the window to make sure that nobody's like listening or just watching you guys all have your meeting. And I'll pass it to you guys again.
Alright, so one common thing I can tell from all you people is you're all looking to either somewhat fuck over the man and to make some money. So, and although I'm kind of looking for the same thing, I'm looking for some power. And maybe this isn't the most amount of power I was looking for, but it's a start.
Speak for yourself, little man.
I've killed men 10 times bigger than you, bitch.
And I've killed 10 times taller than you. Don't matter. It's just a matter of who pulls the gun first. But you got beer, so I'll forgive it this time. Trent cracks open a new can and just chugs it.
I already tell I'm not gonna like you, but you're muscle, so I need you. Alright. So,
Fighting already? Oh my. This is going to be interesting at least.
yeah, for you, he might be the only one that accepts this deal. Listen. Long story short, I got fucked over by somebody, alright? Obviously, you can tell by around you, I'm not exactly making honest money.
Mr. Ill-Gotten Goods. That's fine. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't. Listen.
Security for penis inspection day? Shut up. That's Ken. You know Ken. You know Ken, Mr. Antonio. He's the fucking shitter you banged in the other campaign. Damn it.
All right, Mr.
Goddamn.
Antonio, what were you getting at there?
I'm saying, listen, I got fucked over, you got fucked over. Got fucked over by different people, but I think we can make an agreement. I've got a couple jobs that are pending, and I can't do them alone. Now, I'm not gonna go with the formalities of doing this sort of thing just yet. I want to make sure I can trust you guys. So we're gonna do one job, and then I'm gonna see if I'm willing to take you folks under your wing, because I'm guessing none of you have actually been in a fucking crime family.
Mr. Uzi perks up as just like, does the Russian mob count?
I just kind of look at him.
No,
I just kinda look at him
I
and
was
I'm
like
like-
out of character.
Never been exactly in one, but I've worked with them before.
Well, good for you. Do you actually know how they work?
I know a little bit here and there.
As long as they speak Russian.
Alright, fair enough. But from your accent, I'm guessing you don't know mobs from around here and how they work, do ya?
I'll be damned if I know a single name of one of them.
Exactly. Which is why I'm willing to take you folks under my wing, on the condition that you help me out with stuff. Kinda, I scratch your back, you scratch mine kind of situation. You feel me?
I can't say it.
Yeah, you can. Fucking scream it.
I capiche? I can't say it. See, I'm really bad at it.
Capiche?
Capisci. It's not capiche. That's improper Italian. It's capisci.
Capisci?
Capisci?
Buongiorno. Baguette.
What do you guys think of his proposal right now?
Trent, is basically, like, you can tell from his posture and how he's doing, he doesn't say anything, because unless it's, specifically to piss somebody off, he generally doesn't speak very much. But, you can tell that he doesn't object whatsoever as he downs another beer.
We get to fight.
You're gonna like your job, buddy.
Can I stay out of the fight?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you're more of a pickpocket or a kind of higher class criminal sort of thing, so I'm gonna need some brains on this operation too.
Well, you got
And
the
then of
perfect
course
right
your
for that.
muscle. I kind of look over at Trent.
I, hold up a beer as if
Look.
doing a cheers to him.
I look a little pissed off because I feel like he just called me stupid.
Oh no, I'm not implying that, buddy. I'm just saying you don't have the criminal knowledge. You're bartender or farmhand or something.
Trent.
You're more of a goody two-shoes. You don't really know a lot about this, but you do know how to use a gun, and we kind of need that.
Trent turns and sort of points at our friend Darius. His name is Darius, by the way. It isn't Uzi, but that's becoming his nickname, quite obviously. He points to Darius and says, "This guy looks like one of the geek cronies at my old job who used to run all the computers."
Yeah, alright. Keep going, fucking cop. Alright, listen. I don't like some of you. I kind of look over at Trent. But I think we all have a mutual...
Trent just smiles.
One moment.
His fucking Twizzler's going down the wrong pipe. Fucking idiot.
Fuck
You're
you.
supposed to chew the Twizzler before you eat it.
I imagine Antonio like in characters, like eating Twizzlers and choking on them.
Oh no, Antonio's in character. This is chewing tobacco for him.
And
We'll
they
just
start,
go with that.
They starts fucking choking on it, and Trent goes around and just like Heimlichs him really quickly.
I'm not fucking choking. I'm just went down the wrong pipe. Sit back down, you fucking idiot.
Nah, that didn't actually just go down and look fucking thing, but totally something you would do. It actually looked like you were choking.
Oh, you're fucking lucky I need your help.
That was all out of character. You don't get to reply in character to that, you fucking bitch.
Fuck.
So Antonio, where are we going? Where are we getting at now?
Alright, so, our first job, which is gonna be kind of our determining factor. Hold on just a moment, let me get it pulled up. And he kind of just goes on his phone and kind of checks out the person who was looking for a job from... Ooh, excuse me. Job from him from back when he was in the mob.
Yeah, and it's sent to you by someone named Tristan Barber. The idea is that they want you to go to this armored car, switch it out quietly, and they don't want any casualties in this.
So unfortunately, farmhand, we're not gonna get into any fighting this time. This is a quick in and out, and it's just to test you guys to see if you're actually worth my time. No offense.
None taken. That would imply I care about your opinion.
I sigh, but I go and pack up my rifle.
Yeah, don't bring that. Too bulky.
The pistol stays in the holster.
Unless you really need it, I wouldn't bring it. Just a word of warning.
One of us needs something called insurance.
I guess I won't be bringing this thing along.
What? That tiny little thing? Nah, you can bring that.
Mine's
Nobody's
smaller.
gonna see you with that.
My gun is smaller than his. I literally have a pistol.
Well, yeah, but he's got a little Uzi.
Yeah, he's got an Uzi. The Uzi is bigger than my 1911 pistol.
Yes, but it's not as big as the fucking sniper rifle farmhand over here.
Well, I don't have his sniper rifle.
I didn't say you couldn't bring yours.
You were still trying to tell me not to bring mine. Yes, you were.
No, I was talking to farmhand still.
I had made a comment about the gun stays in the holster. I was talking about my pistol, and you said, unless you really need it, don't bring it. I'm just like, fuck you, I need insurance.
Well, I was trying to talk to farmhand, alright?
Okay, alright, whatever. Let's just get along then.
Alright,
Yep.
so I'm gonna be driving us there in my car. Sure, we can get some cash off of that one we just found. And I'll be sure to distribute that appropriately, don't you worry.
I call dibs.
Yeah. Make sure.
Yeah, I already know you're gonna steal it under my nose. I set up a shotgun trap in there, so watch yourself.
Hey,
Look at
I'm the one who
Darius.
fixed the damn thing in the first place.
I look at Darius and ask him what he. Well, do I know that he's a salesman? Like he was trying to sell stuff, or do I just think he was some random Joe Schmo on the street?
Darius, what do you think?
You probably think that I'm a little bit scummy in some way or another.
So in a way, he probably was looking to wheel and deal in some way,
Yeah.
shape, or form, but you're not sure quite what exactly.
I'm gonna ask him if he's selling anything.
At the moment, no. Why?
Okay.
What were you interested in?
Weapons.
I'll see if I can get you set up with someone. But it's gonna be harder.
Okay.
Still pretty new to this place.
So Antonio,
Yeah?
it's a good thing that you got a hold of these guys at the time you did, because the drop is tomorrow, and somebody's gonna be by. They have a location that they want you to pick up the counterfeit before they go and do the job.
Alright, we're heading over there. Anybody need anything last minute before we get out of here?
Trent chucks his beer can in the trash can nearby and says, "Nope."
Should consider it.
He didn't recycle though, so he's still kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
Does Detroit even have those kind of recycling laws, though?
I don't know. Probably.
Is there a
not.
fucking 10-cent, 5-cent deposit on that beer can? I don't think so, bitch!
Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah,
All right,
literally
so
Googling
I'm
now.
No. The fucking
So are we in the fucking car, alright? Are we in my little sleek black car?
Yeah, you guys can be now. So the four of you are currently in the car. Antonio's driving, and it's probably about like noon right now. After your conversation you had after everybody woke up, it's noon.
Okay.
And you're meeting somebody, like I said before, named Tristan Barber, at a location that is currently one of those things where it's like he gives you his location, but you don't know where it's at exactly. It's one of those things where it's like, hey, send my location to the person on like iPhone or whatever. And
Alright,
yeah,
so I just kind of go to them, stay in the car, don't get out, and don't talk to anybody. You do, you might get shot. Let me do all the talking.
okay.
I kind of get out of the car and give whatever signal he wanted me to give.
Sure. So you guys go to this area that's kind of like it's like a railroad yard. It looks like at one point there's a lot of trains and cars that were in the area, but not right now. It's pretty empty, except for a few every now and then. And you see that there is a another vehicle, probably about half a mile down the road, just kind of sitting there waiting. Fits the description of the vehicle that you were going to meet. Another slim black vehicle similar to you.
Alright, so I kind of park it a distance away so they can't see that there's other people in the car, and I just kind of go up to the window and kind of look around, make sure nobody's there, and knock on the window.
Okay. So you knock, and your car's parked how far away?
I'd say maybe like maybe half a block.
Okay. So yeah, like 40 yards.
Something like that.
Okay. So you get out of the vehicle, you walk up to them, and as you start getting closer to them, a couple of them get out. They appear to be soldiers rather than anybody of really that important.
Hey, fellas, how you doing?
The one that appears to be kind of like leading them doesn't really say much. He's a guy that has like long curly hair. He's got like, from what you can see, he's got black eyes and rough skin. He stands about 6 foot. And he kind of like crosses his arms and just says, we're not here for pleasantries.
Down to business? I can appreciate that. So, where's this counterfeit you looking to swap out?
So he kind of just goes like, and you see that one of them goes and grabs out of the back of the vehicle. He's got like this big duffel bag that appears to have like the Ford General logo on it. It's kind of like a lightning bolt on top of like a truck, is to symbolize the electricity and the truck, whatever. I don't know. And they pull it out, and he kind of like hands it to you, and he says, "All right, I'm expecting this to be clean, like I said before, and if this goes well, you get 10%."
This armored car you're telling us about. What? This better have the money in it.
Oh, we've got good intel about this one. So, how's about you go plan your little heist, and you come back here tomorrow afterwards?
You got it. I kind of just go back to the car, put the duffel bag in the trunk, and I kind of just get in the car and we just start going off. I don't say a single word. If you guys want to ask any questions, you're free to, but I don't say a single word as I get into the car and just start driving off.
So these guys they were pretty, like I said before, they were really just get it done. We don't care how, as long as there's no casualties. Just get it done. So you guys, where do you drive now?
All right.
He drives a fucking Prius.
All right, we gotta scope things out. Hey, Copper, I kind of like give him the address of the armored car. You know security shit, right? Know anything about this?
So considering that my main job was staying around one place, I didn't work armored trucks or anything. Would I, I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit more difficult for me to know about something like this, but can I just roll to see if I do know anything by chance?
Yeah, so what I'll say is it'll be a little bit more difficult than usual for you if you were a cop, but that doesn't mean that you've never dealt with them.
Alright, so what do we got?
What are you trying to get, like a knowledge check, or what are you trying to do exactly?
Like, do I know any sort of thing that would be useful as far as getting into the armored car undetected?
Sure. 2 difficulty, 1 black die.
1 threat disadvantage thing. That's it. That's the end result. I don't get any failures or successes.
So, going to have a disadvantage, or you're going to have a 1 black die at a time that I will describe to you later.
Alright.
You'll understand why later.
Alright.
So, what does he kind of say? Like, what do you say? What are you telling me? Like, how
Don't
are we...
know anything. Don't know anything useful.
Yep, so you can say anything that, like, a normal person would say, but beyond that, you wouldn't know much.
It's an armored car. It's tough.
You?
I didn't work armored car detail, Pally.
This is why you don't ask the muscle. Uzi, I'm assuming you're the brains here. What do you know?
Want me to hack into the cameras? See what they have there?
Go ahead, man. We need all the info we can get. We need to know when these coppers get off the truck so we can get in the truck. And we need to know how to get into the truck itself. If you can find all that out, I'll make sure to give you a little extra.
Alright.
And Antonio's probably like, you can do that?
Yeah, he's like that. He doesn't show it, obviously, because he's not trying to boost these guys' ego yet, but he's like, inside he's just like, holy shit, who am I working with here?
Yeah. So Marius, I imagine you probably have like a laptop in your backpack, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you pull that out, and you like it's the future, so you have Wi-Fi wherever you go because future, man.
Yeah.
Oh, so
The
go ahead
Megacorp's
and
trying to
roll
track
me.
you a lot, though.
Future!
Future. Yep. So go ahead and roll me a what is there, a hacking skill?
There's a computer skill.
Computer, that's what it was. Yep, roll me a computer skill. It's gonna be 3 difficulty.
So 3 purple.
And remember, guys, you do
and
have
whatever
the you do have the
Yeah, you could use one of the
story
like
point.
fate dice. You could use one of the story points to upgrade one of your green dice. I'm pretty
And
sure.
one way to explain the story points is that you can use them for a lot of things. Like you can kind of
so I can-
negotiate with me how
Yeah,
they're
so I
used.
can use my one story point to upgrade one of my green
To a yellow.
dice to a yellow.
Yep. Sorry, my dog just wandered into this room. I'm gonna let him out real quick.
I'll bite.
All right, go ahead and do that.
So I use my story point. 2 successes, 1 advantage.
Okay. Yeah, so you eventually, after a couple minutes, are able to hack into this into the security cameras. You just kind of get you're hacked into their DVR so that you're able to kind of see everything that the DVR is able to see. So you are able to look at an assortment of security cameras outside this bank.
Yeah.
And the bank shows probably like 16 different security cameras, and you're able to like cycle through them pretty easily.
Yeah, and I basically know down where every single one of them is. Just we have a layout of the place.
Yep, so you have them. You have a couple on the inside too. And you begin rewinding and fast forwarding and rewinding, and eventually you get to you see a pattern. Every at 2 o'clock, this armored truck stops. They go in for 15 minutes, almost on the dot, and then they come back and then they leave.
Yep.
All right, good job, Uzi. I'll make sure to throw a couple hundred more your way.
Just doing my job.
Soldier.
All right, so let's head home. I'm assuming what time are we hitting this place? What time do they go inside and all that on the dot?
They go in and out at 2 p.m. They're around for 15 minutes and then leave. That's when we need to hit them.
What time is it right now?
So they currently it's like 1 o'clock. So if you wanted to rush over there today, you could do it, but they were expecting you to do it tomorrow.
All right, you fellas need time to set up, or are you good to go now?
Trent
Won't let me have a gun,
shrugs.
so
Whatever time you want.
I'm trying to get a general census here. If anybody's not ready, I don't want this thing to fuck up.
I'm ready whenever you all are.
All right. No time like the presents. Maybe we'll get a little extra if we get it in today. We kind of rush over there and try to, and I kind of on our way there, I'm kind of like, all right, which one of you knows how to sneak into someplace?
Trent looks at him as if it's a dumb question, and then points at himself. Do you think I'll be quiet?
No, I really don't think you will be quiet.
Well, you're wrong. I will
Can we
be.
get
I
in
have
there?
3 agility.
I must raise my hand.
Who's our
fact that you
most
can-
agile?
So do you say something like that, and you say, well, yeah, I can be, or something like that?
Yeah, it's just like, you would be surprised.
You know what? Probably would, knowing you. Alright. Anybody else know how to sneak in a little bit better? Because I still don't trust this guy too much. So, aka, that means, does anybody have higher agility than that?
Same agility.
I have 3 agility. What about you,
okay.
Darius? So we're all about on par with each other as far as agility goes.
Alright, Darius, you already had your show showing us what you can do. Farmhand, you're up. Make sure there's no casualties.
Okay.
And, Copper, you can head along with them. Just keep your fucking trap shut for once.
Okay.
Sure.
You guys pull up and you begin looking around a little bit, and it looks like you still got a couple minutes before the armored car shows up. Probably got about 5 minutes. Is there anything you guys want to do while you're waiting?
I want to see if I can notice
Copper.
any sort of obvious holes in their security. Like from my.
Alright, yeah, once you're done with that, I'm kind of gonna go through with the plan.
All right, so we're going. I'm just going to roll for
I'm gonna
knowledge.
kinda
Do I have a
explain the
difficulty?
plan.
Yeah, we'll call it 2 difficulty.
All
Do I
right,
have
so I'm.
string by any chance? Like,
String?
yeah.
You can have like pocket if you want.
I'm going to use a.
Lint.
pocket lint. All right, I'm gonna take apart the strap to tighten the backpack straps. I'm gonna take that off my backpack real quick.
I am going to use a story point to upgrade one of the dice for this. That's all right with you?
Yep.
Because I feel like it would be reasonable that even though I'm not necessarily the greatest at being perceptive, I would know a little bit about security. Alright, so... Oh, cool. Raw 1 success. After everything goes out.
Okay. So you have 1 success. You see it, there's kind of like a blind spot right where... not right where the truck would be going, but kind of like in an area behind it. So if you were to park your vehicle in this spot where the truck would normally go, it would be forced to go into the blind spot for the cameras.
Alright.
Alright,
He's going to
so
make
I
a point
kinda-
of pointing this out to Mr. Antonio.
Alright, so I park behind there, and then I kind of like...
Sorry.
Hold down your
I-
fucking button, you goddamn dipshit!
Fuck you. Alright, I kind of like go over the seat like this, kind of, looking back at everyone. Alright, here's the plan. Copper, since you're the closest thing we got to a cop here, you're gonna go over to those guys when they walk in. You're gonna shoot the shit with them and try to distract them. Farmhand, you're going up there. You're breaking into that thing without breaking the alarm. And Uzi, you're making sure those cameras don't pick them up, and you're making sure that to tell them how to get in. Alright? I'm gonna be here keeping watch to make sure these shitheads don't get back, and I'll make sure to warn you and get everybody in the car and drive us away if they do.
Trent shrugs. Sure.
I nod my head.
Okay. So you guys go into position, and you see that eventually this armored car. I'll go ahead and change the screen so you can see what I'm looking at. This armored car with a large turret on the top of it kind of like pulls up and parks along the side of the road. And you see 2 guys get out of the front, and they go to the back of it. They pull out an empty bag, and they start walking into the bank. What do you guys do?
Alright.
Oh, fuck, I hope that there's another full bag in there.
Your intel tells you yes.
So,
Or,
they left anyone at the vehicle?
You don't see anybody actively right now, but you can roll a perception.
So, I was about to say mange. Goddamn, I've been playing so much of the Mordheim campaign. Mange, scratch, scratch, come out of sewer, stab man in the neck. Goddamn it.
Wouldn't that be a fucking twist?
All of a sudden this becomes a crossover universe. Trent is going to, whoever is still closest to him at the time, because we've gone into positions who was closest to me, because I was supposed to be like by the door to shoot the shit with them.
Yeah, you're supposed to be by the door. When they come up, you're supposed to talk to them.
All right. Was there anyone else
Yeah, in
nearby
the
enough that I
bank.
could
Make sure that they're in the bank when you talk to them, so they can't see us.
no one's near you.
Oh, you're with me? Abe is?
No, I'm outside still.
Yeah,
Alright.
he's going into the armored car to get the bag. Alright, I kind of just go to Uzi. Do they have cameras on the inside and the little chassis there? See if there's anybody in the car still.
Why?
Okay, so you go to look, Uzi, and then you remember, oh yeah, you put the vehicle in a dead spot. Or you don't have any cameras on it.
No luck.
There's nobody in the car, or you can't tell if there's anybody in the car.
He can't see the car.
Can't see the car on the camera.
You guys are hidden in.
Can't tell you anything about it.
Well, yeah, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is there anybody in the armored car?
Like trying to hack into the cameras that are in the car.
Yeah.
Are there any
can you do
internal
that?
cameras in the car in the first place?
Oh, I see. Yeah, he can try to do that. It'll take some time though. Yeah. So Darius, go ahead and roll for that if you'd like. It'll be
Computers again.
It'll be 3 difficulty.
Yep.
Let's go back over to Abe. Abe, what are you doing?
I'm gonna just hide in the car, laying down. Or I'm gonna get back in the car, lay down so no one can see me.
So he's in like. Have we taken the truck or the main car at this point?
I roll.
I'm pretty sure you're in Antonio's car.
All right, yeah. So
I got
we're in his fucking Prius.
total was 1 success and 3 advantages.
Okay, so you see on the inside of this car, of this truck, this armored truck, you don't see anybody in there. You hear like radio chatter on it though, and it's saying something along the lines of like, "Are they there yet? No. Where? Come on. No. Where are they?" And then you hear them kind of talking back and forth, like, "Where are they at? Come on, let's get this going."
I just kind of go over. All right, anybody in there?
No, but there's something suspicious on the radio.
Well, we'll have to keep an eye out for that later. Abe, or whatever your name is, farmhand. Come on, you gotta get in there. It's your time to shine.
I'm gonna try and sneak up and pick the lock on the back.
Okay. So you go up to the back of the vehicle, and the door just opens.
Ah, shit. I kind of just, like, start loading my shotgun just in case. And so what happens then?
Abe, you hear, like, a countdown. Like, 3, 2...
Running.
Okay, you start running. And then as you run, I need you to roll an athletics for me real quick. It's going to be 3 difficulty, and I'm going to upgrade it to 2 purple, 1 red.
He uses a story point to counter that upgrade.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna do one.
I was using a story point to do that. I don't think you can counter it with another.
I don't know how the fuck that works then. Maybe add a blue dice with one of our story points.
Yeah, you can add a blue die, but you can't counter my upgrade.
Yeah,
Okay,
all right.
I'll add a blue die then.
Yep, so we'll just leave them the same.
All right.
Okay.
2 advantages is my end result.
Okay, so you're gonna get hit, but you get something good happen to you. So what's the good thing?
What's
Not
fucking
good.
hitting him?
That's funny.
The armored truck explodes.
Say you grab the cash first.
No, there's no cash.
Ah, fuck.
The car blew up.
So let me just do this real quick. Let me just draw that. It's really hard to draw fire with the mouse.
Do you have our tokens at all?
I was gonna just pull them, but I don't see them now.
There's Trent. Okay, it's not Trent
Ah, well.
because it doesn't actually show anything.
How do I pull that? It's not pulling.
Avatar. Neat.
There we go. I got Darius.
We got 2 of them.
Oh my god, I'm duplicating. I was the one behind it all the first. I'm the one who blocked.
You're the robot.
There's Trent. Oh my god, you got this off grid. It's going to bother the shit off of me. We're on like the coordinate
Oh,
points.
is it
So...
off grid? Ah, damn it. It clicked. I put it in. I thought it was on grid, but now that I look at it now, it is off grid.
Help.
That's
I
okay.
am
In
going-
this game, grid is super important.
Yeah, I know. It's going to bother me, but I don't give a shit. It's going to bother me while simultaneously not bothering me. I'm not worried. It doesn't bother me. Nothing's wrong. All right.
Oops. Too big.
That is a guy. You could just click and drag that down to one fucking token. Yeah. Oh no! Oh no! They're mega cops.
Mega Cop is here! Run!
Mega cop.
Alright,
So
so,
we got-
you're still shooting the shit with the cops, right?
At this point,
yeah.
I would be inside with the police dudes. Like these guys aren't actually police. We would consider them private security, right? Because unlike Antonio, I actually give a shit about the distinction between them.
The way that like private security works in this setting is that like if you live in a corporation, their domain, then you kind of work for the corporation. You know what I mean? Like there's no difference between working for them and private security, pretty much.
All right.
But if you want to get real technical, that's the way it is. But if you want to get like, hey, you know, there is
Like what actually matters for us.
Yeah, whatever actually matters for us is that there's a small difference. Yes.
There's a small difference. All right, yeah. So I'm just going to chat with them, these dudes who work at the armored car, a little bit. As they come in, I'm going to approach them and be like,
yeah, let's rewind
to that point.
a minute or two.
all of a sudden,
you-
all
you
these
walk up
rare
to this
red lines don't actually exist anymore. There was no explosion sound. Nobody heard anything. You don't hear anything. None of you know anything.
Yeah, so Trent, you are with these cops right now, or these security, as they're walking into the building. What do you want to say to them?
Alright, so first, before I say anything, I'm going to look at them, obviously, and see if I've ever interacted with these motherfuckers before. Like, do I vaguely know them at all, or are they complete and utter strangers to
Let me
me?
roll for that. Yeah, you have no idea. You've never seen these guys before. Actually, they are. They don't even look like they're from town.
Alright, so as I approach, I'm gonna be like, what are a couple foreigners doing running an armored car in this city?
Yeah, so they keep walking in, and like they see you as you're walking behind them, and they say, "Well, citizen, that's none of your business, really. Why don't you just get moving along?"
Trent says, what if I want to make it my business, friend?
Okay. At this point, one of them, they both turn around. But not as big as you, but like they're pretty big dudes. They turn around, they say, "You trying to start some trouble?"
I'm not trying to start some trouble. I'm trying to start a conversation, but you guys seem a little bit adverse to that now, don't you?
Okay. Roll a perception check with 1 difficulty. Or 2 difficulty, excuse me.
2 difficulty. All right. I will use a story point to upgrade my only fucking point for perception because I don't have good perception, so I need it as much as I can get.
Okay, you guys are down to 1 story point, and I have 5.
Yeah, you can fuck with us as much as you goddamn
That's
please
not
right now.
fucking good.
Not really.
Really not.
But this might be important information, so fuck you guys. I'm using our story points. One failure. No disadvantage, no advantage.
They don't appear to be wearing anything that like differentiates themselves from others. Like they obviously like have like the cop gear, but like they don't have any like thing that says like who they are on them.
Alright. So there's
Right,
no
no
identifying
identifying.
characteristics.
Yeah, no identifiers.
Alright.
So yeah, they're just like
You wasted a fucking point.
Well, if fucking excuse me, I might have gotten something nice out of it, you fucking dick.
you can use the last one to re-roll if you'd like.
Do you want to do that?
Do you want me to do that?
At this point, I don't fucking care. We're screwed anyways.
Oh boy. I am going to take the executive decision that I would rather use it for something else. I don't think this is necessarily going to give us the information we need anymore. And so I'm just going to continue looking at them like they're both being way too fucking passive-aggressive for cops, even in this city.
Yeah, so they are being very passive aggressive, which cops usually are here, like in most mega corporations. But these guys just seem to be like really on your ass about this. They basically at this point decide, you know what, it's not worth it. They turn around and start walking away.
So I say, which district do you work for?
He says we're on Route 341B.
All right, do I know that at all? Does that sound like bullshit?
Let's do knowledge then.
Okay.
2 difficulty, just average.
Wow, 1 advantage. Nothing else.
Something's off about these guys, Trisky. They're not sure that they're lying or not, but something is off. And then you hear like a really low boom from outside.
All right, so I hear what I assume is the explosion out of character at this point.
Yep. And let's go back to those 3 that are out there now, because there's like simultaneously happening.
Like, shit. Was there anything in there?
And Mr. Abe, you take 4 damage.
Where?
Yep, 4. Do you have
4
soak?
wounds or soak.
Yeah, what's your soak?
Let's see.
I assume it's either 1 or 2.
It's 1.
Okay, so you take 3 damage then. It's basically damage reduction.
3 wounds.
Okay.
So your current is 3 down. So I like how Antonio's response was, "Shit, was there any cash and stuff? Are you alive?"
That's my second question. Like, shit, was there anything in there? Are you alright? Come on. Get in the
Abe,
fucking car.
You can't hear anything right now. Your ears are ringing horribly.
Well,
And honestly, you probably like are face down on the ground, and you kind of like go, ugh. You push yourself off the ground, and you look around. You see that there are a couple cars that are pulling up now. Appear to be, and these are going to be cop cars, but they're not actually cop cars.
Alright, at this point, I'm beeping the horn to kind of call everybody in to get in the car.
All right.
that doesn't help me. I can't fucking hear.
AKA both, AKA I'm calling you in, I'm calling in you, Copper. Come on, let's get in the fucking car and help this guy in. I'm the getaway driver.
This police car is much shorter than this police car. I wonder why.
Yeah, it works. Well, you know, some cops are a little bit more special than others.
Yeah, he's driving a Prius car.
That's
So Trent is going to keep looking at these guys after the explosion. Do they immediately react to anything?
They keep walking, but this time they're walking faster.
All right, so Trent is going to quickly, ignoring the fucking horn blaring outside, knowing that there's something off about these guys and wanting some information on this shit, he is drawing his pistol and pointing at the guy in front of him. Do not move. I'm going to assume coercion?
Yeah, coercion, absolutely.
All right, I actually am good at this shit.
Oh, fuck.
Since there's 3 of them, they have large amount of gear and all that. I'll say that...
There's 3 of them? I thought you said there were only 2 of them.
No, sorry, there's 2 of them. I meant it's gonna be 3 difficulty. I was thinking out loud. Sorry about that.
That's a clown car. There's actually 30 cops in that small cop car. Oh shit, we're fucked.
Yeah, no, there's two guys that are walking, and they have it's a 3 difficulty. So go ahead.
1, 2, 3. I'm going to use our last story point to upgrade my second green die to a yellow, so I have 2 yellow, 1 green, and 3 difficulty.
Yep.
All right, so the X's are failures.
I don't like that you're asking that.
What the fuck are dice? Well, that's not gonna be very fun. 3 disadvantage, and that's the end result.
What the actual fuck?
Both of the yellow dice literally rolled nothing.
So
Fuck you, story points.
These guys are gonna turn around, and I'm gonna use a story point for them to get a quick shot off.
Mm.
You just had to ignore my fucking horn.
So, Mr. Trent,
Yeah.
you gotta take a bullet.
Do I take a bullet?
You take a bullet and.
Great job, wise guy. You have no one to blame but your own self, because that was a
You
fucking
don't
stupid
know
idea.
what the fuck is going on right now, Mr. Out in the fucking car. Shut your whore bitch mouth.
You take 5 damage, minus your soak.
Alright. That's not a fun wound.
And you're still standing, but like it hurts like a mofo.
I am going to fire back at whoever shot me.
All right, you get this one shot, then we're gonna do combat rounds.
Alright, so I am using a pistol. That would be ranged light.
Yes.
Alright. Damn, I was hoping that would suddenly work all of a sudden. Alright, I am going to use this thing because fuck rolling the actual dice on my table. I keep throwing them on the fucking floor right now. I need a better table for that. So, difficulty or just raw?
To hit them.
Yeah.
Say.
Hey, guess what, guys? I found some earbuds.
2 difficulty, 1 black die because you just got shot, and I'll use a story point and say that the explosion is going to give you another black die because it's like rocking you around a little bit.
Man, you really just want to fuck with us, don't you?
1 advantage, 1 failure.
They're
So I failed, but I got advantage.
Okay, so basically you're able to like duck for cover like behind a pillar while this is all going on, but you miss them as you're ducking for the cover.
Oh boy.
So I'll move this out a little bit so that you can kind of see where they're at and you. I didn't expect you to go into the building, so I don't have anything for that, but I'll draw something real quick.
Just square. We are in square.
Ah, this is so fun.
There we go.
Why do I feel like we're gonna get a TKO first session? First mission.
Reset the entire universe. I'm not fucking buying new character art.
Drive the car and get us the fuck out of here.
Guys,
Right.
it's the first game. You'll be fine, okay? It'll be okay.
This isn't low fantasy gaming. We're not actually at much risk. I'm actually not fucking scared. That's part of why I'm doing this shit. Oh boy. Alright, so we are going to have to roll initiative of some sort. I forget if there's an
initiative. So basically everybody roll a vigilance or a cool, excuse me. Roll a cool check. No difficulty, just
1 success.
Antonio, what'd you roll?
Yeah.
Let me get you that right now. I got 2. So 1 success, 3 advantages.
Okay,
I got
and what?
Yeah, I got 3 advantages.
No success?
Yep.
Okay.
No successes, all failures. Give them 20 difficulty.
Bad guys go first, then Antonio.
Alright.
Luckily, I already loaded my shotgun because I thought this was suspicious. I'm glad I added that little flavor text.
Yeah, that's probably good. So bad guys go first, then Antonio, then Abe, then Trisky, then Marius.
I like how you call me
So-
Trisky instead of Trent, and you used to call him Marius instead of Darius.
It's just kind of how I remember things. Yeah, dab
Yeah.
on the haters, guys.
Dab on those gunshot wounds. Come on.
Okay, so let's see. Bad guys gonna go first. They're gonna start shooting at Trisky because fuck Trisky.
I'm in cover, so give them more difficulty.
Yep, they get another difficulty and they get one of these black dice. Okay, so they get 3 success and like 4 disadvantage. So you
Their
take
fucking
7
guns
damage.
hard jam. God damn.
Oh yeah. So you take actually I'm sorry, it's 6 damage. My bad.
So 5
minus your
damage
soak.
total.
Yep. And then his gun like completely like jams. He's not able to do anything with it. And
The other
we'll call
dude.
that like we'll call that one for the entire combat sequence because that was
Alright.
a lot of disadvantage.
The other guy's
Other
gun just
one-
jams.
Yeah. His gun, like he shoots and like his gun kind of like chambers another round and is like stuck inside the gun still. He shoots again and this gun kind of like explodes in his hands.
Backfire! Lovely.
Yeah,
Get fucked. How much damage does he take?
a little bit of damage. He's gonna have a finger blown off or something like that, but he's still up.
Not gonna be able to shoot a gun after that, fucker.
These cops are out here, or not cops, excuse me. These
Guys.
yeah, they're like I said, they're
Thugs.
not cops. They're like thuggish, kind of like, but they're wearing security officer gear. But it's obvious they're not security officers. Like it's just obvious to you guys that they're not.
Oh, they fucking set us up. Those bitches.
I like how
No
Antonio
fucking
never replaced his fucking token.
No,
It
He's still
is there.
He's still just... You have to delete the old one and move the new one onto the map. You're still squished you.
Oh, wait, how do I do this? What?
There we go. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have these two do long range shots at you guys. They're gonna be at a long range, and they're gonna fire at Abe and Darius.
Wait, no, it's my turn, isn't it?
It's still
No,
the bad
it's
guys.
all of the bad guys collectively first. Still, there are a couple outside. So he did the ones inside. Now he's doing the ones
Oh.
outside.
Yep, it's a pretty long range shot for them, so they get a couple black dice.
And, you know, we're inside of a car, so...
Yep. So they're basically just shooting at the car right now. They miss, but they're gonna do like they get a couple advantage. How do you guys want them to spend their advantage?
They use it to
Don't you
advance.
Oh, I can totally decide, but I want to ask you guys.
They use it to get closer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they just
I
advance.
mean-
They're firing as they're moving forward. They advance into cover
Absolutely.
up closer to us. Well, to them.
Absolutely. So this guy goes here. This guy goes there.
Good shit.
All right, that's the end of the bad guys. Yeah, what do you do?
I'm just gonna go back to Uzi and I'm gonna say, Uzi, get your fucking gun ready. And I just start driving the car up towards them. And I just take out my shotgun and shoot the first guy I see.
Oops.
So car now exists and is
Car.
driving.
Oh no, our car now blew up.
Oh no, the map blew up! Oh no, it's a fucking
no.
earthquake! It's an earthquake! Shit!
Ah!
Everything's just going so downhill.
It was also an advantage.
There we go. So are you gonna ram this car that's in front of you right here to hit that guy?
I'm gonna kinda go around to here. Let me see. How do I...
Like so?
Yeah, like that.
Swerving around onto the road, going past, so he's gonna basically do a drive-by shot. I'm assuming?
Kinda. I'm gonna kinda park near them, so I can... Because I'm planning that we're going to kill both of them. So I'm gonna get as close as I can, and I'm just gonna take out my shotgun. As close as I can to these two guys, I'm gonna take out my shotgun, and I'm just gonna blast away the one on my side.
Okay.
So
You
the
guys
driver's side
drive
one
up.
here.
Right about there. Antonio, go ahead and fire a shot. I'm going to give you a. I'm going to make the difficulty a little bit higher because you are driving as you're shooting, so it's going to be 3 difficulty.
I got 1 advantage, but 2 failures.
Okay, failure is just a failure. The advantage is what matters when you have a lot of them.
Okay.
So basically, you miss, but this guy like ducks down, and he's like pinned behind this this vehicle.
Nice.
So I'll say like he kind of like ducks down behind this fire hydrant. He's like stuck behind it.
All right.
Yeah, you got a flanking shot on him in XCOM, and so he's running to cover. Uses part of his turn to do that.
Abe.
All right, I'm gonna grab my rifle.
Yep,
And-
your ears are
and-
still ringing.
Yep, doesn't matter. I'm gonna move right here. And
Next to
I've got
the
a scope
hulking,
on my
burning
rifle
corpse of a
also.
car.
Yep,
So I'm gonna aim at the guy behind the fire hydrant.
yep. Go ahead
Okay.
and fire a shot. That'll be 2 difficulty. And I'll say since he's pinned, I'll give you a blue die.
3 advantages.
No success, no failure.
No success, no failure.
Alright.
How would you like to spend that advantage?
Maybe hit him?
No.
No,
Aww.
because I didn't succeed. I'm gonna try to just get my ears to stop ringing.
Okay, so you kind of like shake your face a little bit, slap yourself around a little bit, and you're like, okay, I'm back in this. I'm
Fucking sniper elite style, just like zooming in, all of a sudden everything like just slows down and you can hear like the breathing out as your hearing comes back into focus.
Trisky, what do you do?
Alright, so these guys' guns jammed, right? They can't shoot at me anymore, right? And I'm better at punching shit, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna charge the nearest motherfucker and tackle him to the ground.
All right, do it. Roll me a brawl or whatever.
Brawl.
The,
Beautiful. So 3 green die, 1 yellow. What difficulty? 2?
2.
Why the fuck are the dice being so rude to me? God damn, 2 advantages.
You can use a story point to re-roll.
We do have 2 of them.
I will ask permission from the rest of the party whether or not you want me to be able to re-roll that.
Yeah, go ahead, because you've taken a lot of damage so far.
Yeah, we
All
don't
right.
want you to die.
Alright, I'm going to, can I, like, selectively re-roll, or is it the entire thing as a re-roll?
The whole thing is a re-roll.
Alright. Oh, beautiful! It's a good thing I used that. 2 successes, 1 advantage, 1 triumph.
Whoa!
Let me go ahead and do this real quick. 1 players. 4. Oh,
Yeah, that was a very good, that was a very useful re-roll.
yeah.
was.
So
Thank you
let's
for
say
your
this,
permission.
like, yeah, you guys, I mean, you run for it and you punch this guy in the throat. His throat collapses in. Like, I think you kind of like Terminator walk towards him. This guy's like getting ready to kind of punch you, and you just go like boom right into his throat, and it collapses completely. And this guy falls to the ground, just choking on his own saliva. And
Does
blood.
the other guy kind of back up after this and tries like, no?
Absolutely.
He's like-
Absolutely.
Does he surrender too?
I
No,
want
we
to
can back
flavor. I want to flavor this as he's backing up and this guy is fucking like choking to fuck on the floor. I pick up his jammed gun and chuck it at the other guy, which is going to give him some sort of disadvantage on whatever else, hopefully.
Because I love it so much, and you rolled a triumph. Go ahead and roll a ranged attack on him.
All right, just default range. All right,
Yeah.
two difficulty.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 successes, 2 threats, though.
Okay, so you throw it at him, it hits him, but I think you like really piss him off more than you make him scared.
Hmm.
You'll do a damage to him though. Like he'll take a damage.
I flip him off,
Wound.
and that would be about the end of my turn.
Cool. Marius, what do you do?
So there's
Shoot the fucking guy with the Uzi. He's on
Yeah.
your side of the car.
that.
He does that. All right, so Uzi is considered a light gun as an SMG.
I believe so.
Is his gun actually a machine gun, or is it a semi-auto Uzi?
We're considering it gameplay wise a submachine gun because that's the closest thing to an Uzi that they have in the rulebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do I roll?
Range light.
Range light.
Yep. All of my range skills are the same. So it's not like it actually matters.
It's whatever then.
I'll say that you also get I'm gonna spend a point to give you another black die.
Alright.
Because this guy is like you're driving, it's really hard for you to aim as you're in the passenger seat. Car stops abruptly, so maybe your aim gets off a little bit. Whatever the case is, your aim is a little bit more off.
3 and 3. Go. 2 advantages, 2 failures.
Okay. How do you want to spend your advantage?
Maybe pin him down too?
Yeah, basically that I want.
Okay. So he'll duck down to the other side of this vehicle right there.
This is screaming in my XCOM player's ear because now he's in better cover. If it were XCOM.
Yeah, that's true. Let's do this. I don't want to give him better cover. So he's like in an area where he can jump behind cover, but like he's still fucked.
He's caught out in the open.
Exactly. Let's go back to the bad guys.
Right. This guy's fucking out of commission, I would assume.
Yes, he is. I'm trying to figure out how to give him an X.
Right click on him. Yeah, and it's this thing. He's not dead.
This other guy.
He doesn't have a wrench. He has an X.
No, he's dead now.
All right.
Like he chokes to death. I mean, the way this will work is that it'll be like a couple rounds before he's dead, but for all intents and purposes, he is.
Well, no casualties went out the window already.
Well, yeah, we don't fucking care about that anymore because these guys set us up. You fucking asshole. You fucking idiot. Fucking idiot head ass.
You're just thinking all of this in your head, but you can't scream it at me because I'm inside the fucking building.
This guy right here is gonna go ahead and what can I say? I'll spend a story point.
Oh, good for you. Good for fucking you. I'm so happy for you.
What?
3 players, 3 GM.
Oh, yep, 3 players to GM. Thank you.
Sweet.
Trying to cheat us out of our points.
Nope, I just read it wrong. That's my bad, guys. He pulls
I was joking.
He goes down to kneel down. He pulls another smaller gun out of his ankle. It's not gonna do much damage if it hits you, but it's something. And he's gonna fire it at you.
Can I spend a story point to get behind cover?
You kind of already are, aren't you?
Sort of am. All right.
You're just kind of undercover behind this man's
hunker
dead
down.
body.
I'm assuming this is like some sort of potted plant or some shit.
Yeah, something like that. He rolled 3 failure and that's it, so he just misses.
I flip him off.
Yeah, this guy up here is gonna go ahead and start shooting at the vehicle that just about rammed him. Okay, 1 advantage and that's it. So his advantage is he's no longer pinned.
All right.
And the guy up top is gonna attack Uzi. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Uzi, you take 6 damage.
Minus your soak.
Yep, minus your soak.
Yep.
Fuck, you alright, Uzi?
Fucking barely.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to head... Well, luckily I know a guy who might be able to get us patched up after this. I think we're gonna need it.
Psst.
Antonio,
fucking DM.
your turn.
Fix Antonio's fucking token. It's pissing me off.
I am short, stubby man.
You're a fucking midget!
I'm Sicilian.
He's wrong.
Oh my god, he's a log cat! No! Replace the token! I put it in the fucking Discord chat! It's the one with the green border around it, you fucking dipshits! You're the only one that isn't using the token I explicitly made, and it's pissing me off!
Shit.
Let me do this. Copy mess. No, I don't want that.
That's a car.
No, I don't like that.
Antonio, it's your turn, so you go ahead and do this. Get this on there.
Okay, I'm going to shoot the guy closest to me again with my shotgun.
Okay.
So.
Go
Okay,
ahead
so
and roll that.
is it three purple still or just 2 now?
It's 2.
You're part.
Okay. All right, 3 successes, 1 threat.
Okay. Threat will be
That he's all of a sudden Antonio becomes giant. There we go! That's better. I feel better now.
Antonio, your threat will be that you shoot him and you absolutely just you kill this guy. You absolutely you blow a big hole in his his chest and he falls to the ground. And your threat will be that you begin trying to go into reverse and nothing happens.
Shit.
All right, so after Antonio,
Okay.
it's Abe.
Yep, Abe, your turn.
All
Your target is dead now.
Is the bank glass?
Can he
yeah,
see inside?
You can see
Yeah,
inside,
can I?
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna aim at this guy. This guy.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Any difficulty?
Yes. 3 difficulty and 1 black because this glass is really, really thick.
It is a bank. That makes sense. In Detroit, makes even
I'm
more
gonna
sense.
use a point to add a blue. 1 success, 1 threat.
Okay, so you shoot through the glass, you hit him. How much damage do you do?
How do I figure out damage?
It should say on your weapon damage, and then +1 for your hit.
Oh no, did we? Oh, damage 7.
Okay, +1 or 6 + 1?
What do you mean +1?
+1 for your hit. Each success equals +1.
Okay, so 8 damage total.
8 damage. Okay, yeah, this guy already took some damage from Trent, so he's gonna you blow a hole through his back. And Trisky, you're about I imagine you're walking towards this dude because this isn't just.
I'm still fucking hunkered down.
Oh sure. Oh yeah, because he did pull out a gun. So I think he pulls his gun out, he's aiming it at Trent, he's about to shoot you. Then this giant gaping hole shows up in the middle of his chest, and he just drops to the ground.
Oh.
Looks like you're thanking somebody after you get out, huh?
Yep.
Alrighty.
What do you do?
Well,
Grab some cash and get the fuck out. We still need
so
cash.
their bag is empty, right?
Yeah.
Their bag is just outright empty. Have anybody else in the fucking bank started reacting to the fact that there's a fucking shootout going on now?
Oh yeah, they've all got their heads down, they're behind desks, they're doing the duck and cover stuff.
Yeah. So I am going to very quickly, with this corpse of this guy that I punched in the fucking throat, I'm going to see if I can very quickly scramble any sort of identifying anythings off of him. Like a wallet or something. Just anything that might help us figure out who the fuck set us up and why.
Okay. I'll let you spend a story point for that if you'd like, or you can roll.
Yeah. I'm just going to spend a story point. Raw story point. One player, 5 GM.
Yep. Okay. So you go ahead and you do that. You find a wallet, and it's got it's got like a slip of paper in there that has like instructions. You don't have a lot of time to read it right now, but like that's what it appears to be, like a list.
Fuck it, shove it in my jean pocket and sprint through the door.
Okay. Marius.
Yep.
So I'm going
What
to
do you
say I'm about here.
Can I use autofire on the...
Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and
Yep.
fire. If you get 2 advantage, you get another shot at him.
So I just do another...
Yep. So
3.
roll once. Yep. Roll once. It's two difficulty, and then whatever your attack is, and if you get 2 advantage, then you can spend that on auto fire.
3 successes. No advantage.
1 advantage. Okay. How do you want to spend your
No
advantage first?
advantage.
Oh, no advantage. Okay.
Yeah, I got 1
how much-
advantage and 1 trace.
How much damage did you do? I think it's 5.
Yep, 5.
Okay, 5 plus 3, 8. So you'd mow this guy down because he already took some damage also. So this guy drops to the ground. You've taken out all of these guys that were attacking you, but I'm going to spend a story point.
Oh, great. Great.
And you hear sirens in the background coming from the west.
Oh,
Boy.
shit. Which direction is west?
This way.
Okay. So, this thing doesn't have a reverse right now. So,
Nope.
I guess since I'm the only one with, I think it's my turn now. I'm going to try to see what's wrong with the car very quickly and see if I can quickly jury rig it so we can get the fuck out of here. While I'm beeping the horn, of course,
Okay.
trying to
So
get
what-
everyone in.
We'll go out of combat now. Everybody can run back to the car if they'd like.
Okay.
I book
I
it
just
back to the
beat the
car
horn.
and I get underneath
Everyone
the
in the-
car. I am literally underneath the car. This is great.
Grab the pistol that
Should I?
the guy grabbed out of his ankle. Can I grab that real quick?
Yeah, you can.
Grab all the pistols. We can unjam the other ones.
Yeah, let's just grab everything.
So you come up with 4 pistols, 1 smaller smaller caliber pistol, and you have a
380.
couple, and 2 rifles.
Okay.
All right.
Can I try to roll either mechanics to try to attempt to repair the car or
Yes,
maybe
yes, you can.
heal
Yep.
myself?
Yep.
I'll try mechanics.
Okay, I'm going to spend a story
Difficulty.
point and make that a little bit more difficult.
Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. You're so good to us. Because we're not already
Considering we're getting
this.
this response out of him, I think this is already what we wanted.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What's
So,
the difficulty with the story point?
Difficulty will be 3 difficulty, 1 black.
One of these black squares, right?
Yep.
Oh. Ah.
It's gonna be a hard
One
one, but if you
advantage,
make
one failure.
1 advantage, 1 failure,
Yep.
I will allow you to spend 1 story point to re-roll that.
Anyone wants to?
Do it.
I mean,
We
you're
need
the
to
one
get
doing
outta
it.
here.
Yeah, do it.
Alright. So the same
Roll the
Right,
same thing
right.
again.
Same exact thing.
roll, 1 failure.
So
Great.
So you see what's wrong with the engine. You understand there's like a bullet that went through the front of your vehicle. There's a belt that's all fucked up, and that's why it won't go forward or backward. I don't know a lot about cars, so that could totally be wrong, but that's just what I'm going to go with. And,
a bullet is jamming something.
Yeah, it's jamming something inside the engine. You know, this car is pretty much done for the most part, unless you can like something up really quick. And
Well-
it's going to be a lot harder than that.
So what Trent does in the meanwhile, while these idiots are dicking around with a car that has all the bullet holes in it, is he is going to go up to the cops one by one and find who has the fucking keys to either of these fucking patrol vehicles, which aren't actually
yeah.
patrol vehicles.
Yep, just to remind you, those are just regular citizen
Yeah.
vehicles. I just wanted to differentiate them.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go and find one, and you get in, and you start up the engine. It works.
I honk my horn louder than his horn.
All right. I just say, farmhand, let's go. We got a different car. We gotta fucking move. And I kind of go in the trunk and grab the counterfeit cash.
Yep.
And start booking it towards the... I actually start booking it towards him because I want him to get the fuck over here. I'm like...
Which car are we in? The clown car or the... Okay,
we don't get the clown car.
I can't move my character.
What?
I'm moving for you.
We'll have to fix that later. Fuck it. Get in the car. We don't have enough time to fix game mechanics. Fucking drive through... Alright, so we are trying to go the opposite direction. You said the sirens were coming from our west, right?
Yep. You want
So
to go
from
this way to
this...
get away from that.
Yeah, alright. So, we are going to fucking drive through this shit. Boop. Go up on the curb and go around the armored car and get back on the road.
Alright, roll me, last roll.
Driving.
Probably. Roll me driving.
2 difficulty, right?
Yeah. Actually, there's a fire hydrant there, so I'm gonna make it another black too.
Oh.
Remember correctly, this guy right there.
Mm-hmm.
1 advantage. No success, no failure.
Okay, so it takes you a little while. You're gonna succeed. It's not a matter of whether you do or don't. It's just about how long it takes. It takes you about a minute or two to finally get around it, and you drive off. Your advantage is that, as far as you can tell, these cops that are coming up do not see you.
Thank God.
Okay, so the last thing that we'll do before we call it a night, you guys drive off, and we'll leave it there. So a couple things I do at the end of my games is I ask, did everybody have fun? Did everybody, who was the best player of the night, or not best player, who had the most fun? Like, if you guys had to vote for somebody that looked like they had the most
I got to
fun,
punch a guy straight through the throat.
Yeah, that was...
So
Yeah.
let's do this. Let's vote for who we think was the player of the night.
You can't vote for yourself.
You can't vote for yourself.
Alright, I'd have to say... Probably, I'd have to say Uzi would be the player of the night, because he actually did most of the hacking and everything, and was able to get a kill.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
Everybody gets to
Abe.
vote for.
Oh, I'm gonna vote for... I was going to say Abe Sampson for, managing to not fucking die to an exploding vehicle and for getting that pop shot off to save my ass.
Oh yeah, that...
Through the fucking bank glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I changed my vote. I'm sorry, but I changed my vote. Yeah, that's pretty fucking...
I feel so cold now.
I'll probably say Antonio. He screams so much. You surely had fun in this. Also, remember that you owe me money, bitch.
I've got to say, Darius, because it was good on the hacking. And
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we have a tie, or is it Abe?
No, it's not a
It's
tie.
me.
He changed
It's
his vote. It's Abe.
Okay,
Yeah, it's Abe.
Everybody gets 5 experience. Abe gets 10.
All right.
All right.
Ah!
Help!
Also remember for the next session that I'm still on 3 HP.
Yep. So,
Yeah, I'm on like
now-
6 out of... I've lost more than half of my HP, too. I'm on 6 out of 16.
I'll say thank you guys for playing. This was a lot of fun for me. I hope you guys had fun too.
I did.
And
So we meet in 2 weeks.
You'll meet in 2 weeks. Yep. Does anybody have anything that they want to say before Trisky calls it?
Nope,
No,
I
not
think that's good.
except, what can I spend 5 XP on?
We'll talk
Usually
about
you
that
have to save
later.
Yep. You have to save them up.
I'm gonna save it up. I already know what I want to buy.
All right. I'm going to do my sign-off, so thank you all for joining me.
Fucking say something!